want to talk to you about mint chocolate. Well, where can you find the best chocolate in the world? Maybe France, Switzerland, or Italy? The question is, why Europe, when they don't have even one cocoa bean in the whole territory? It's like having the best milk in the world, and you don't have a cow in 10,000 regions. So this is where chocolate comes in. Chocolate is 100% Mesoamerican chocolate. What's Mesoamerica? Mesoamerica is a region that goes from Mexico to all the way to Costa Rica. And that's where you can find cacao beans. This is an area where the Mayans used to live, and they were the ones who invented chocolate. And it was later on when a conquistador, Hernán Cortés, took this drink to Europe, where they added sugar and invented the chocolate as we know it today. Well, I want to tell this story to the world. That's why my guía comes here. Where to start? This is Antigua, Guatemala. It's a city in Guatemala where 600,000 tourists come each year. And being a market of 4 billion, approx. And this is only tourists. Tourists are not the ones expeditions. Tourists are the ones that stay more than one night in Guatemala and not just go to pass the day. So this will be my market. What's the idea? Well, the idea is to buy a farm in Guatemala and take tourists in a jeep so that they can take pictures and everything, and to show them the cacao beans, that's the cacao tree, how the process of chocolate is made, how they squish the cacao, how they mix the product, how they melt the chocolate and put it in the little bars. And that will be with a tour guide that will tell the whole story of chocolate. And this tour guide is not going to be any person. They're going to be comedians. So that way people have fun. And they learn about chocolate and the history of it. And at the end of the tour, we're going to take them to a store where they can buy the different bars of chocolate that they just saw how it was made. And even in the store, they're going to have an experience. And why? Because I plan to put a huge chocolate fountain inside the store, so that way the chocolate is pouring and you can smell the chocolate while you can buy it. So, why chocolate high is different to all chocolates? Well, first of all, it's a chocolate made in Guatemala, and it's 100% Mesoamerican, where the chocolate was created. And second of all, it doesn't have a lot of competition because nobody does this in Guatemala or in Central America. So the biggest competitors maybe will be coffee, because they have two business models of coffee, one called Philadelphia Farm in Guatemala City, in Guatemala, and the Coffee Museum. And there's another model that does the same thing, but it's with wine. Nobody does it with chocolate and cacao. But the main difference will be experience. Since the tourists will experience the whole process of chocolate and how they make it and everything. And if you ever come to Guatemala, I hope I have my business already, so you have to go to Antigua and come to chocolate.
Okay.
And somebody wants to try chocolate?
You can't leave this quickly. So I'm a little unclear on, is the objective of the business to be a chocolate company, a chocolate manufacturer, or is it to be a tourism? And what's the prime purpose of the business? Is it to make Guatemalan chocolate and then having it as a tourist destination and tours is just an added bonus? Or is it to provide a tourist destination in Guatemala and chocolate is just a means of doing it?
No, it's first the tourists, because, well, the chocolate markets are really exploding market, so first comes the tourism, and so the experience they have to live and to bring more people to Guatemala. That way we help the country too. And the second thing will be the chocolate, and it's 100% right.
Okay. So again, in general, when you're pitching an idea, and what you want to do then is you want to make clear that the issue is tourism. Okay? And so the way in which you do that is you talk about, okay, tourism, what's happening in tourism, but there's a gap in the experience in terms of, people are wanting, more things to do. Today they can go to a coffee plant, but, the limited options for them, okay? And so because cocoa bean chocolate's popular, cocoa beans are grown in this region, there's an opportunity to, people are interested in chocolate to create this, to give the tourist that experience. Okay, so the tourism is the central focus. Chocolate is a means by which you do that. Okay, and so that was what wasn't really clear to me is which direction it was going. Because the other alternative would be to say, the best chocolate is made in these other parts of the world. We could have an advantage in making chocolate because we grow the cocoa beans locally. They don't have to be shipped. They don't, so there are advantages to making chocolate here. And then in addition to that, we can also offer a tourist aspect. There's two different ways you could go at it. It just depends on what you feel is the most important and what's going to really be driving the business. So it sounds like you're thinking the tourism side is really what's driving it. And so you're saying, what can we do to provide a tourist experience? Hey, we could do chocolate for these other reasons. It makes a lot of sense, would have a lot of interest. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.